Holland Hart started over 60 years ago with a couple of guys who left a big Wall Street firm, decided they could do it better in the West. Our growth seems to have mirrored the growth here in Salt Lake, both in terms of size and the complexity of the business transactions.
And the level of sophistication of businesses in Utah, we've had to match that.
New businesses are starting left and right. For a lot of people, this was their home originally, but for a lot of people, this is a new home, and that mix of people has created some exciting things in this community.
National and regional businesses have moved into Utah, and Utah businesses have grown and become regional and national companies. Everyone's work likely has some international component.
What I've noticed has helped the business community grow is a great entrepreneurial spirit. If they fall off or fail at one thing, they will get up and try another thing.
The reason that Holland Hart is a natural fit for the nationally based clients is because we share many of the same values that bring those companies to Utah.
There's such personal drive and responsibility. That's one of the things that drew me to Holland Hart. We have a commitment to our communities, and we have a commitment to excellence.
We get the chance to represent small companies and big companies. It's exciting when you have the chance to work with a small company, and maybe the issue they have isn't a large issue for a giant multinational company, but for them it's a big deal. It's great as a lawyer to be able to come in and help them figure out how they're going to deal with that so they can get back to what they want to do, which is building their business.
The average business in the country, 70% of their value is in their intellectual property.
The intellectual property asset of their company, that's our fundamental role, is to grow that asset and make it as valuable for our clients as possible, and they get that.
The other thing that we're excited about is there's a lot of emerging growth and venture capital work that's occurring. We've got a great practice. It's the biggest in the state.
The other sector that I think is going to grow really revolves around healthcare. Rural healthcare facilities that are trying to figure out what they're going to do to meet the needs of their patients.
We're very excited about energy infrastructure.
I think it's an important field for businesses in Utah because we're talking about energy development and how we can access the resources that are available to us.
And we're right in the middle of that, and it's a big part of what we're doing here and will continue to be.
Holland Hart has been a leader in developing flexible work schedules for its attorneys, and that has enabled women to be successful at Holland Hart and to move into positions of leadership.
I started with a small boutique firm, and I was the only woman for probably 7 to 10 of those years. But what's been exciting to see is now I'm not the only woman, and expectations from our large national and international companies is that we would have women be part of their legal teams.
We have women-owned businesses that are making this economy great and moving it forward. And Holland Hart wants to make sure that we have women attorneys that are competent and capable to help meet the needs not only of those women-owned businesses, but all of the businesses in our community.
At Holland Hart, they really encourage us to reach out and be involved in the community to improve the life for everyone that's here, not just for our firm, but for our friends and for our neighbors.
I've been sitting on a board of the Weber School Foundation for over a decade, and the board is full of business leaders, and they all share this same sort of vision of there's more that we can do than just go to work and punch the clock.
We have a strong commitment to providing pro bono legal services. The best part about that for me is being able to actually fight for people who may not on a daily basis walk in the door.
I like the fundamental, essential nature of what we do. It's not here to inflate our own self-image. It is truly to provide a service to those that would not have it otherwise.
And that's one of the really fundamental tenets that Holland Hart has been built on, that we live in the community, we are part of the community, and we give back at every opportunity we can.